I've heard the fence might be high, but you have to be willing to climb. High price for high achievers. This is giving someone who's a very hard worker and is currently working on achieving some kind of goal. It's giving Capricorn energy, okay? Society will teach you that to act from your heart space is a weak or foolish thing to do when actually it is the most courageous thing you can do. Somebody is learning that they've been, I feel like it's just somebody who's been really climbing this mountain, and it's almost like they've been rolling kind of stones full up the hill, and they've just found it really, really difficult. It's somebody who's got success on their mind, definitely, okay? And I do feel like there's something, they experienced some kind of win or loss in December, okay? And this is there's something coming around right now, and they're learning some serious lessons, okay? 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, yeah. And this is it. It feels like they're walking away from the hardships, the lessons that they've learned, but they're taking the learning with them. You know, the teachings, they're really honouring those, which is so important with this energy. But as a result, they've been learning what their actual heart does desire, away from anything that society was trying to drive them in terms of how they should be operating and how to gain success, okay? 10 of Swords, King of Swords, okay? So I do feel like somebody whose dreams were they came to a halt, a real halt, right? Also last night I was going to bed and I heard the old Nokia song tune in my head to the phone, which is so random. So I feel like somebody's got they're feeling some kind of nostalgia over something of the past. Maybe it's a past conversation they had on the phone, or they're expecting something like this to come through. But they do need to leave this cycle of being cut off. I feel like they've been very guarded and cut off to actually what they desire, and they're looking in on what they desire from the sidelines. It's like they're watching in. But what they're doing about it, they're creating scenarios in their mind when this is somebody who knows how to work hard, but for some reason, in this particular occasion, they're focusing more on the losses that they've experienced than moving forwards towards what their heart desires. Okay, King of Wands, this is what they need to do. They need to step into this kind of leadership energy, passionate energy, like I'm going in and I'm going to get what's mine and what I want. This is what's happening. The Knight of Cups and the Fool, because they're walking away from that kind of 10 of Swords, what they thought were their wishes, but in fact it turned out to be something else, and now they're looking in on that something else. They're realising that they don't want to just look in anymore. They want to take that leap of faith and actually move from their heart space. Something about the heart space is so important here, okay? And they've definitely experienced that loss that I mentioned. It's almost like they were... I've heard it was almost like an illusion. Something was a bit of an illusion. I think somebody kind of financially used them or something, or left them in the cold in terms of their finances, okay? But that's heavy coming through here, and it feels like it was a feminine energy that was in a very wounded feminine energy, whoever this was, any gender can be the case here, but they left this person completely down and out. And I feel like that was emotionally as well as on a physical level, so it could have been finances and kind of a connection or something. And now it's in their hermit mode that they're really seeing things clearly. They're really stepping back and recognizing the true colours of what's around them, who and what is what. We've got the Empress here as well with the King of Wands, which tells me that someone's really stepping into understanding their inner divine feminine energy, which is really attracting them to external divine feminines, away from the wounded feminine, which is really important actually, because they have been far too stuck in this lack mindset. I feel like they've got a really lack mindset and they've been stuck on it. This is somebody who's quite stubborn, okay, but also they want to move from a place where they know they are abundant to be able to move towards their goal, this energy they want to move towards. I think that with me using the term goal there, I think they're definitely very definitely feels like a masculine energy, okay, and they know what they want, but they also realise that I feel like it's been on a standstill. Whatever this was, it was like a cycle that ended heavy, but they don't want to repeat that cycle, and they don't really want to go back to that cycle. They want to start a new cycle, even if it is with this kind of past energy that I was referring to. There is definitely someone's working on something within themselves right now to be able to move forward in this new direction. This is somebody who enjoys adventure, who has known challenge, okay? I feel like they're kind of working right now on gaining that abundance and stability, which is really going to allow them to move forward in this position where they feel like they're the leader right now. Got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They're really learning what their soul purpose is, and they're coming into alignment with that, which is really helping them to see a new vision. And they're actually somebody who wants to work towards that vision. It's like they're getting fired up right now, but there is this kind of releasing of, you know, these past ways that are trickling through, whether it's jealousy, whether it's like lack mindset, or just past kind of hurts or wounds. They're kind of releasing those right now, and they're needing the space to do that. There's a real need right now for you to remove and release the past versions of yourself and of each other, because this is keeping you in hanged man mode, where you're just still in that heavy cycle that needs to be closed out now. Your focus needs to move forwards now. Don't let the past hold you back. A new start is coming. Prosperity lays ahead. Okay, this is safe. This is to do with the connection. It's safe. With this Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well, it feels like there could be a connection involved, and it is safe. It's protected. But right now, you need to really work on the mental patterns that are keeping you stuck in the old ways of how you were treated in the past, all that kind of stuff. Someone here has not been honouring the passions of their heart. They have been keeping things light-hearted. They've been holding on to an ex they need to release, okay? This is what needs to close out so that the passion can come through. This new love can enter, and then release the exes, release the past versions, and there will be heart-to-heart conversations moving forwards. Somebody really is realising how they actually played themselves by their past actions, okay? Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. Make a commitment. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. They really need to forgive them their past. This is so big for both of you if there's two people here, but it's definitely this need to forgive the past of what's happened, how you've behaved, that kind of thing. Romance or angels are with you, okay? God is in charge. There's really a need to step back and see things from a bigger picture. Know that divine is orchestrating things right now, especially with eclipse season. Use your imagination, you'll see. Okay, so again, forgiveness right now, releasing the past cycles, the internal kind of mental strain as well, I'm hearing, and really allow yourself to get into tune, into alignment with your passion, your truth now, and to avoid kind of taking things lightheartedly. Know your worth, and act accordingly. This is an energy who's already made decisions in the past from a really wounded, guarded space, and they're realizing that their guarded nature has not helped anyone, and certainly not helped themselves, okay? This was needed for their current path. This is their soul journey that they're on. They've been learning so many lessons, and they've had to. The beautiful thing about this is they're readjusting their focus, and they're really understanding things more clearly, and they're seeing the prosperity ahead. They're understanding that the surrender is needed right now, which is beautiful. Focus on where you are being guided to right now is so important, whether it's to do with the service work, whether it's to do with your abundance path, or even definitely including love here, okay? Let me know how this resonates. Sending love.